Good afternoon, class. It's Mr. Wong here. Today we're going to look at page 76 and 77 of Focus. So please take out your book and notebook. And if you hear some music, it's fine because someone is playing music. Someone is playing, the piano here near my home. I can't tell whether it's from the upstairs or from the downstairs, but it's fine if you hear music, all right? So let's look at exercise 1 first. On page 76. All right. So in pairs, decide if the statements are true or false. So please look at the statements and then judging from your own experience or knowledge, state whether these statements are true or false. All right. But let's look at the term first. Malaria. What is malaria? Do you know what malaria is? So let's find out. Okay. So let's look at the paragraph here. Malaria spreads when a mosquito becomes infected with the disease after biting an infected person, and the infected mosquito then bites a non-infected person. All right. The malaria parasites enter that person's bloodstream and travel to the liver. When the parasites mature, they leave the liver and infect red blood cells. Okay. So this is the cycle of the disease, right? Okay, then please look at the questions in your book and then pause the video now, and then we will continue. When we continue, we'll check the answers together. Please pause it now. Okay, then I assume you have completed all the questions. Then let's look at exercise 2 here. We can read the leaflet and then check our answers. So I want you to highlight certain terms, all right? So how to end malaria? The problem. Malaria kills 1 million people every year. So a child dies from malaria every 60 seconds. So question 1, it should be false, right? Not every hour, no. And then malaria keeps more kids out of school than any other disease. And in fact, malaria is not contagious. So what is the meaning of contagious? Please highlight the term contagious. This is number... Oh, you hear the siren. Okay, malaria is number 1. And then number 2 is contagious. Please copy these words down in your notebook and copy it 3 times. All right, so let's take a look. Contagious. If a disease is contagious, okay, it is a disease that can be caught by touching someone with disease or a piece of infected clothing. Okay, so that means people can get infected if they touch somebody else, right? Okay, so number 2, malaria is contagious, obviously is wrong, false. And then 3, you can only get malaria from a female mosquito. Is it true or false? Let's take a look. Facts here, you can only catch malaria from a female mosquito, so it is true. And then mosquitoes bite mainly in the afternoon. Is it correct? No. Bite mainly at night. So that one should be false. And then number 5, you get malaria, you will die. There's no treatment. Is that true? Let's see. The last bullet point here, we can cure malaria. Okay, because if you get infected, if you have treatment, then you can recover. All right, so we can cure malaria. So that one is false. Right, so please highlight the term cure as well. This is number 3. All right, and then let's move to exercise 3. We'll read the article together and then you answer the questions. Let's move on to the article. Okay, so a story of Hope. Hope is a 16-year-old girl who got malaria and recovered. Her classmate tells her story here. Hope was one of the best students in her class, but she had been absent from school for several weeks and we were worried. We decided to go to her village and find out what was wrong. Okay, so the first one here, recovered. This is number 4, recovered. It means to get well completely after you catch a disease. To get well completely, recovered. All right. And then second paragraph. When we arrived, Hope's mother told us that Hope was sick with malaria. We were shocked. We knew how serious malaria could be. We asked how it had started. Hope's mother explained. One evening, Hope was really hot and had terrible headaches. She had no appetite. So please highlight the term appetite. So what does it mean, appetite? It is a feeling that you want to eat. Appetite, the feeling you have when you want to eat. So this is number 5. Appetite is a noun. This went on for a few days. We thought that she had been in the sun too long. My husband gave Hope some herbal medicine, but it didn't help. So herbal, something related to herbs or plants. So this is the adjective. This is an adjective, herbal. So someone will pronounce it as herbal. Okay, so both herbal and herbal are correct, right? Something related to plants or herbs, right? But it didn't help. Her condition began to get worse, and she developed new symptoms. So please highlight the word symptoms. This is number 7. So symptoms are the feelings of illness. Okay, for example, if you catch a cold, you have fever. So fever is one of the symptoms of a cold. Okay, so symptoms. And the fever got higher and she started vomiting. So vomit, you throw up. So, all right. So last night my wife vomited because she ate something bad last night. Yeah. So I should not be laughing, but yeah, I was lucky because I didn't eat that thing. All right, but she did, and she did vomit. Yeah, she's better now. She's feeling better now. I hope she'll feel better this tonight. Okay. And at this point, I was sure she had malaria, but I didn't know what to do. Okay, next paragraph. Fortunately, remember how to spell that? It's an adverb, right? It means luckily, fortunately. We had learned about malaria at school, and Hope told her mother that she needed medicine quickly. Her mother took Hope to the hospital. She didn't want to lose another child. 2 years before, Hope's baby brother had fallen ill with malaria and died. Next paragraph. At the hospital, the doctor had examined Hope and diagnosed malaria. So diagnosed. So what does it mean? The doctor had diagnosed malaria. So diagnose is to recognize the disease, okay? To recognize and name the disease, diagnosed. So it's a verb. Diagnosed. This is number 10. Diagnosed. So the doctor will tell you what the disease is, okay? Diagnosed. Let's continue. He had given her an injection and prescribed some medicine. So injection, the doctor will use a needle to inject liquid into your body. Okay, inject some medicine into your body. Injection. This is number 11. Is a noun. And then prescribed. Prescribed. This is 12. Prescribed. Okay, I'll write better. This one is a noun. Injection is a noun. Okay, prescribe is the verb. Prescribe. So prescribe means the doctor gives you some medicine. Okay, prescribe. Okay, so prescribe some medicine. So it means to say what medicine you need. Okay, and now she was getting better thanks to the treatment. Next paragraph. We asked if we could see her. We weren't worried about catching the disease. We knew that malaria is not contagious. At school, we had learned that you catch malaria at night from female mosquitoes. So we were upset to see that Hope was sleeping without a mosquito net. Last paragraph. We told our friend about a place where her parents could get free mosquito nets. We told her we wanted her to come back to school soon. We know that she was very lucky to recover from this disease that kills one baby every 60 seconds. Okay, now let's look at the questions on page 76, exercise 3 here. Please pause the video now and answer the questions, and when we come back, we'll check the answers. Okay, let's look at question 1. together. So who visited Hope's village? It should be Hope's classmates. And then 2, who was sick with malaria? Obviously Hope. And then 3, who gave Hope herbal medicine? Should be Hope's father or Hope's dad. And then 4, who took her to the hospital? It should be Hope's mother. And then 5, who had died from malaria 2 years before? Should be Hope's baby brother. And then 6, who gave Hope an injection? Should be the doctor or a doctor. And then 7, who told Hope where to get a free mosquito net? It should be Hope's classmates again. Okay, so please check the answers. If you're correct, give yourself a tick. If you're wrong, give yourself a cross and then write down the correct answer. Alright, let's move on to exercise 4 then. Okay, so now you have to read the article again and then choose the correct option. Alright, so I'll pause the video again. Please do the questions now. Okay, so let's look at question 1 together. The students went to visit Hope because, so it should be, you can find the answer in line 3. They didn't know why she was away. And then number 2, Hope's mother realized that Hope had malaria when Hope began to vomit. It should be in line 14. And then 3, who understood the situation and knew what to do. So who should that be? Should be Hope. You can find the answer in line 16. And then question 4, what worried Hope's friends most when they saw her? So what was that? It should be Hope's bed didn't have a mosquito net. It should be D. And then 5, what is the main message of this story? So you have to look at the overall meaning of the passage. So I think it should be learning about malaria can save lives. Right? Okay, and then let's move on to exercise 5 then. Okay, replace get in the sentences with the correct form of the verbs in blue in the article. So please find the words in blue in the article and then put them in the blanks here. Right, so pause the video now. Okay, let's look at question 2 together. So you get symptoms such as headaches, fever, and vomiting. So for symptoms, remember, you can find the answer here. Symptoms, it should be developed, right? Developed. So we can use develop to replace get. You develop. And remember, at the end it should be a P instead of an E. Okay, develop, remember, develop. It spells this way. And then 3, if you get ill with malaria, you need medicine immediately. So what should that be? If you, in line 19, fallen ill. Okay, so you fall ill. So here should be if you fall ill with malaria. And then 4, doctors can give you an injection and get you medicine. Instead of get, you can use prescribe. Okay, so the doctor will tell you what medicine you need. Okay, so prescribe. And then 5, the right medicine, you can get better or you can recover. Okay, so please learn the meanings of these words. And then exercise 6, complete the questions with the correct form of the verbs in blue in the article. So correct form, again, pause the video now, complete the questions. Okay. Number 1, when was the last time you caught a cold or? So the last time, we use the past tense here. So here we should use the past tense as well. Fell ill. Number 2, what symptoms did you develop? Okay. Number 3, did a doctor examine you? Any medicine? So it should be prescribe. Prescribe any medicine or give you an injection. Number 4, how long did it take you to recover? Right. And then let's look at word store 6E then. Word store 6E. Okay. Word store 6E should be here. All right. Then, okay, now pause the video and then do the questions here. 2 to 7. Yeah, pause the video now. Okay, so let's look at the answers together. So number 1, cure is the noun. Its verb is cure. They spell the same way. So number 2, what is the noun for inject? We've seen this, right? From the passage. Injection. And then prescription. This one looks hard, but it isn't. So think of a word which has a similar spelling. What is that? Prescription. Okay, so I'll tell you later. So prescription, the verb should be prescribe. Right, prescribe. So what is the word that looks similar to prescribe? It should be describe, right? So you can write it down maybe to help yourself remember. Describe. So the noun for describe is description. Remember. Okay. They have similar spellings, so you can memorize them in the same way, right? And then prevention, this one is easy. We have prevent. And then treat, what is the noun for treat? It should be treatment, right? And then 6, this one is hard. Diagnosis. We've seen the verb diagnose, right? So you can break it down like this, right? Diagnose. And this one, diagnosis. Okay? And then recovery, the last one, what should that be? Should be recover. Just like discover, and we have what? We have discovery, right? So you can memorize the spellings of these words in similar ways. Okay, it will be easier. Okay, so that's it for today. And I have a reminder for you. I've sent you an e-class before, but I'll talk about it again. So please use Google Classroom. Okay, I have set up a classroom for us because later, we can see Jason here. Jason, hi Jason. Can I add a comment? Hi Jason. Okay, let's see. So, okay. So, if you haven't entered this classroom, please use the code here. Okay, MFQ70DX. Okay, please enter the code and you can enter the classroom because later there will be an online exercise for you to do. Okay, and it will account for part of your CA marks. Okay, so enter the room now, and then I'll give you more instructions later. Okay, and then I'll post our videos here from now on. So enter the classroom and you can receive the latest news from us. Right? Okay, see you in the next video. Be safe. See you next time.